The inhibition of specific reflexes and the appearance of specific reactions are directly related to the development of voluntary motor skill in infants. As the central nervous system matures, those primitive and postural reflexes will begin to fade and gradually be replaced by more voluntary, purposeful movements. These reflexes do serve as a basis for intervention for doctors who use these reflexes to diagnose a neurological dysfunction. The primitive reflexes are those automatic and involuntary movements that are controlled by the brainstem. They're essential at birth and are later used for the voluntary movements for self-feeding, swallowing solid foods, and manipulating objects. We have the Maro and startle reflex. The Maro reflex is present at birth up to 6 months and gradually fades into the startle reflex, which is present from 7 months to 10 months of infancy. This is used as a protection from perceived threats and sudden movements and loud noises. So the rooting, search, and sucking reflex are those stimulations around the newborn's mouth that result from the infant turning its head towards the source of stimulation, and these will gradually decrease with the appearance of specific reactions to the voluntary movements of eating solid foods and self-feeding. The grasping palmar reflex, this emerges from birth and disappears by 4 months. This will aid in their future grasping abilities of voluntary movements like self-feeding, grasping, and releasing objects. The Babinski and plantar grasp reflex, these are associated with the development of the lower limbs for standing and walking. The Babinski emerges from birth to 3 months and then disappears with the emergence of the plantar reflex at 4 months and going to 12 months. We have the postural reflexes, which are more complex than primitive. They do play a crucial role in aiding the infant's ability to maintain balance and posture. The appearance of these specific reactions in response to changes in posture and balance will indicate the maturing of higher cortical areas in the developing infant. We have the labyrinth and optical writing reflexes. The labyrinth isn't present until the 2nd month and fades away around the 6th month, giving way to the optical writing reflex, which helps maintain, keep the head right in an upright position. This will be present at 6 months and go to 12 months. The parachute is present at 4 months and goes to 12 months. This helps protect the child themselves when they fall forward by sticking the arms straight out. The propping reflex is essential for the infant to be able to sit independently, and this emerges at 4 months and goes to 12 months. Then we have the primary stepping reflex, which is present at first 6 weeks, disappears by 6 months. This strengthens those muscles of the legs and becomes key to voluntary walking. The neck and body writing reflexes, this aids the infant when their heads and necks are turned to one side and their body follows as a unit.